Coming up next on Town.
Your Uncle Charles, Aunt Goldie, and Cousin Orlando have moved to
Candy's handicapped cousin moves to Town.
Reggie, Poppy, this is my cousin Orlando.
But he has trouble fitting in.
Damn, Candy. What the wrong with him? What a retard. It's embarrassing to be around him.
What do you expect? You're handicapped.
There's an art contest going on at school. But will he win the art contest?
And the winner of the $1,000 Town Elementary School Art Contest is...
Find out next on Town.
That's cool. My artwork was better than everybody else. Mine was the best.
Candy. Your Uncle Charles, Aunt Goldie, and Cousin Orlando have moved to You'll need to make Orlando feel welcome since he's in a new town that he's not used to.
But why? He's not really my cousin.
He's still family, Candy. Whether he's related by blood or not.
Reggie, Poppy, this is my cousin Orlando. Nice to meet you, Orlando. Damn, Candy. What the wrong with him? What's wrong with me? The real question is, what's wrong with the fat guy? He's in a wheelchair due to his Asperger's. Asperger's? Does burgers come out his ass? You idiot! It's not Asperger's. It's Asperger's. And it's a form of autism. It doesn't put you in a wheelchair.
I have cerebral palsy, not Asperger's. Now gladly you double cheeseburger if you want.
Thanks, dude.
Go ahead and talk about me. Go ahead and talk about my generation. We don't, again, we won't until you get about me and my generation. Oh yeah.
Charles is a lazy deadbeat bum and I can't stand him. He doesn't work. He lives off the government. He ain't nothing but a protest.
Then why did you marry him to begin with? All you ever talked about since you've been married to him is what a lousy husband he is. Talk is enough of it.
He doesn't understand. We need money for a nice big house. I need lip injection. My skin clean. And breast implant.
He's disabled and your son is handicapped. If you want money for plastic surgery and a nice big house, get a job.
Look, you don't need plastic surgery or your skin bleach. You want it. You look just fine the way you look.
Andy, your cousin is so annoying and so messed up. It's embarrassing to be around him. And he's not even my real cousin. Oh no, he didn't just say that about me.
What do you mean he's not your real cousin?
My Aunt Cheyenne and my Uncle Charles are childhood best friends. Not brother and sister.
Don't you think your aunt and your mother still think of him as family?
Exactly. You need to take Reggie's advice, not that fat lout.
He doesn't even talk. I bet he doesn't feel anything too.
Hey, Orlando.
Well, seeing that these guys are going to talk that way about me,
Orlando. It's not what you think.
I overheard everything, Candy. How dare you? Dad, I'm having trouble fitting in at school. I keep getting bullied. Even Candy talks about me. His friends talk.
What do you expect? You're handicapped.
Calm down.
Quit being a baby and get used to it.
How dare you say that to him? Don't listen to him, Orlando. You'll just find something to get involved with at school. That'll really make the other kids regret ever bullying you.
Speaking of that, there's an art contest going on at school. Winner takes home $1,000.
And the winner of the $1,000 Town Elementary School Art Contest is Orlando Locke with his painting of Town.
It's over. I should have won. Good job, Orlando. Your artwork is so good, we should partner up and sell them for cash.
We can make lots of money together running an art business.
You both had the nerve to talk about me over my handicap, and now you think you can have my money? I don't think so. Hey, Adrian, you want to go out with me?
I sure do. Get away from my boyfriend.
You're not my girlfriend. Now piss off.
We really learned a lot from you, Orlando.
What you can do despite your handicap.
Everyone has their talents.
You did an amazing job at creating your own art business when no one would hire you. You probably make a lot more money than those who work at McCheeseburger or Hallmark. But you're still retarded. Oh, damn it.
And you're still an idiot.
Damn, Candy. What the wrong with him?
He's in a wheelchair due to his Asperger's.
Asperger's?
Candy and Popper, I'm very pissed off at you. You owe your cousin an apology.
But Mom, he's annoying. He follows me around. He uses his computer to type what he's saying. And it embarrasses me.
He's still your cousin, Candy. He's verbally impaired and can't walk because of his cerebral palsy. That isn't his fault.
Cheyenne is such a nutcase. I can't stand her. She's so messed up in the head, is lazy, and doesn't do anything. And she's so selfish she throws me under the bus for her daughter and a kid in a wheelchair who can't even talk.
Then why did you marry her? And that kid you were talking about is my boy. You deserve to get called on for the ableist comments you made of him.
She's a stalker. She forced me to marry her when I didn't want to. She's not in her right mind, and she got it in her head that I ever proposed to her.
That's bullshit. I was there when you proposed to her. Not only that, Carter, but why would I think my own cousin forced you to marry her when I know the truth?
Charles, you're only defending her because you want her and you always did.
She deserves a much better man than a man-child like you. And the only reason why you won't divorce her is because you don't want any other man to have her. And you're so jealous of Charles, you're scared you'll lose her to him.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with him anymore.
Me too. Especially after everything he put you and your daughter through.
And I hated how he treated you in Orlando.
It's not fair. My artwork was better than his.
Mine was the best. That contest was rigged.
They only gave him special treatment because he's handicapped. My artwork was very good and I lost too. But you don't see me acting like a poor loser about it.
My artwork was better than everybody else's. It's not fair that I didn't win. And then it's stole my boyfriend from me. Orlando was your boyfriend? I thought you didn't like him. He became my boyfriend when he won $1,000.
Well done, son.
We're very proud of you.
Do you think Candy, Cocky, and Lesbian deserve to get told off by Orlando? Tell us what you think and subscribe.